Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Thrift Store finds. Went to the bins again. We'll start with the stacks of DVDs after the one random toy find. One of the vintage, Disney's Aladdin Genie figures. We made a whole bunch of these with sort of the rubber for most of his body and then the plastic for his legs and feet and the different costumes with different things that he was in. So that, and then for DVD, grabbed one season short apparently of the entire series, The Shield, seasons 1 through 6, and discs are all perfectly fine. Everything's like pretty much pristine. So one season short of the complete run. That would have been so much better, but still very, very happy to grab those. One Blu-ray was Spaceballs. This is the one that includes the stickers and all kinds of extras. The Your Helmet is So Big edition. Then on DVD, a bunch of cartoon releases that were good. A lot of Scooby-Doo in that era of cartoons. Some Warner Brothers Saturday Morning Cartoons 70s Volume 1. And then these 4 Kids Favorites 60s, which is actually a repackaging of the 60s Volume 1 2-disc set. Seen those a couple times. Then we have Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated Spooky Stampede. This is a newer Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Bump in the Night. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Hello Mummy. Another one of these multi-disc sets for Scooby-Doo. It has Zoinks, Camera Action, Monster Matinee, Root Scary 6, and Monstrous Tales, as well as one of the old Snapper Case Scooby-Doo Volume 2 releases, sealed copy of the Mummy Trilogy, Season 1 of The Munsters, Tangled, Brave, Adventure Time, My Two Favorite People, the live-action Jungle Book, not the good older 90s live-action Jungle Book, but the CGI one, The Poison Rose, the Total Recall, the newer one, the remake, Rise of the Guardians, Kingsman, The Secret Service, an Underworld collection. It's a 2-disc set, includes the first 4 of those movies on DVD. It's an interesting artwork. This is an older Warner Brothers release, the Gregory Peck version of Captain Horatio Hornblower. Pretty interesting. A Hallmark 4-movie holiday pack. Anytime these are sealed, I'll grab these because they do well around Christmas time. People really get in the mood for these romantic Christmas movies that they film 100 of them every year. Gatsby, How to Train Your Dragon, Source Code, and a National Geographic Egypt Eternal, The Quest for Lost Tombs documentary. And moving on to VHS, a couple of good finds, starting off with an older edition of Star Wars. Always nice when you find one of the tapes that's from the 80s up through the, I think, like 92 Fox release. Any of those are really good to grab, especially the artwork is in great shape. And then we have the Terminator, Terminator 2, some of the 90s Spider-Man, Daredevil vs. Spider-Man on VHS, a 2-tape set with Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. Nice horror, Clive Barker horror collection. Great time of year for that. Then Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, the clamshell version of that. And then the last thing for VHS, I grabbed every one of these I could find, this set of the best of Saturday Night Live. A classic Saturday Night Live. We have 1975, 76, 77, 79, 80, 85, and 86. So those are pretty cool to find. I was missing a couple years in there in this group that I was able to locate, and I'll have to check to see if I'm probably going to lot them like the 70s ones together and a couple of 80s ones together, but we'll see. So if anyone's kind of missing any of those or wants to relive the days when Saturday Night Live was worth watching, that's really cool. This Dune paperback book box set to start us off with the books. Really nice looking box set, and absolutely pristine. Even the boxes, there's a couple little dings in the corners, so the books look like they've never been read. Then we have some more Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Gods of Mars, from the Martian Tales of Edgar Rice Burroughs #2. Sometimes After Sunset, vintage Tanith Lee, with pretty cool cover art. Mort by Terry Pratchett. Dilvish the Damned, and Heavy Time. So a handful of these nice older hardcover fantasy and science fiction with some pretty cool artwork. And then we have Hetty's Folly, The Life and Breakthrough Inventions of Hetty Lamar. The Girl from the Well. Adventure Stories chosen by Clive King. This is a gripping collection of daring deeds. A Star Wars Boba Fett. I'm slowly kind of gathering some Star Wars kids books that I've been finding here and there. Keenan and Kel, the novelization, kids novelization of Good Burger, the movie. Indian in the Cupboard. I was trying to find when I grabbed a few of those. Indian in the Cupboard. And then we have The Mystery of the Cupboard. The Fountains of Silence. The Witch of Blackbird Pond. The Worst Witch in Trouble. The Mandy Collection, which is 5 novels in one. Volume 1 includes the first 5, I guess, of the Mandy kids books. Star Wars Labyrinth of Evil. With This Ring, which is interesting. His name's Maximum. Maximum Ivankov is the devil incarnate, with the fierce blood of Mongolian conquerors running through his veins. It's an interesting romance book. Then we have Sweep, Story of a Girl and Her Monster. And last thing, Sapphire Blue. So, decent selection of stuff to start off the week. And if you missed any of them, I did 2 huge hauls last week of all kinds of stuff. It was really good the couple nights I went last week, and another good start to this week as well. Hope you're also having a great week. And over the weekend, I played through Astrobot. If you're into video games, there's going to be a video of me talking about my experience with that. And it actually inspired me to kind of want to talk about platformers, because it's one of those genres that I've played my entire life, starting with the NES, but it's never been one of my real favorite genres. So when I really like one, it has to be something very, very special. So I do want to do a short video talking about some of my favorite platformers. It just kind of got me in the mood to talk about that with Astrobot, because it was so good. But yeah, look for those if you are interested, and have a great week.